All right, once again, President Trump, our president of the United States, just went a little bit crazy on the Twitter world. We need to put a cap on this guy with Twitter. So he's like, fire Fauci. Actually, he tweeted or retweeted someone else's tweet. And so for those that don't know about Twitter, when you retweet something, you kind of like reshare it and you kind of endorse it. So he said, it says on there, fire Fauci, because that lady put this video that I put in this video here. So take a look and you'd be the judge. Does he go for it? Should we fire Fauci? How do you see this little scandal that's not necessary, but I guess it's enlightening at this time?
It is. We are where we are right now.
Do you think lives could have been saved if social distancing, physical distancing, stay-at-home measures had started third week of February instead of mid-March?
You know, Jake, again, it's the what would have, what could have. It's very difficult to go back and say that. I mean, obviously, you could logically say that if you had a process that was ongoing and you started mitigation earlier, you could have saved lives. Obviously, no one is going to deny that. But what goes into those kinds of decisions is complicated. But you're right. I mean, obviously, if we had, right from the very beginning, shut everything down, it may have been a little bit different. But there was a lot of pushback about shutting things down back then. We make a recommendation. Often the recommendation is taken. Sometimes it's not. But it is what it is. We are where we are right now.
Okay, Dr. Fauci, that was today. He's telling us we could have saved many, many lives if we would have shut everything down and back in February. So now, take a look at this next video.
So, Dr. Fauci, it's Saturday morning in America. People are waking up right now with real concerns about this. They want to go to malls and movies, maybe the gym as well. Should we be changing our habits, and if so, how?
No, right now, at this moment, there is no need to change anything that you're doing on a day-by-day basis.
So, Dr. Fauci, it's Saturday morning in America. People are waking up right now with real concerns about this. They want to go to malls and movies, maybe the gym as well. Should we be changing our habits, and if so, how?
No, right now, at this moment, there is no need to change anything that you're doing on a day-by-day basis.
So, Dr. Fauci, it's Saturday morning in America. People are waking up right now with real concerns about this. They want to go to malls and movies, maybe the gym as well. Should we be changing our habits, and if so, how?
No, right now, at this moment, there is no need to change anything that you're doing on a day-by-day basis.
So, Dr. Fauci, it's Saturday morning.
As you can see, he kind of contradicts both what he has to say. This was February, back in February 29th. He's like, yeah, go to the gym, go to Starbucks, go to your side chick's house, do whatever you gotta do, no problem, live your life. So which one is it? Now let's go to the next video.
The first and only time that Dr. Birx and I went in and formally made a recommendation to the president to actually have a, quote, shutdown in the sense of not really shutdown, but to really have strong mitigation. We discussed it. Obviously, there would be concern by some that, in fact, that might have some negative consequences. Nonetheless, the president listened to the recommendation and went to the mitigation. The next second time that I went with Dr. Birx into the president and said, 15 days are not enough. We need to go 30 days. Obviously, there were people who had a problem with that because of the potential secondary effects. Nonetheless, at that time, the president went with the health recommendations, and we extended it another 30 days. So I can only tell you what I know and what my recommendations were. But clearly, as happens all the time, there were interpretations of that response to a hypothetical question that I just thought it would be very nice for me to clarify because I didn't have the chance to clarify. Thank you.
The date on it. Excuse me, the date.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't even remember what the date was. But I can just tell you the first and only time that I went in and said we should do mitigation strongly, the response was, yes, we'll do it.
And what did you do? Is that the travel restrictions?
No, the travel restriction is separate. That was whether or not we wanted to go into a mitigation stage of 15 days of mitigation. The travel was another recommendation when we went in and said we probably should be doing that, and the answer was yes. And then another time was we should do it with Europe, and the answer was yes. And the next time we should do it with the UK, and the answer was yes.
interview, you said there was pushback.
Yeah.
Where did that pushback come from?
No, it wasn't. And that was the wrong choice of words. You know what it was? When people discuss, not necessarily in front of the president, when people discuss, they say, well, you know, this is going to have maybe a harmful effect on this or on that. So it was a poor choice of words. There wasn't anybody saying, no, you shouldn't do that.
Are you doing this voluntarily, or did the president?
No, I'm doing it. Everything I do is voluntarily. Please, don't even imply that.
Don't you go there. Don't you. See, that reporter saying, well, you're contradicting. She's following. She's saying, you said pushback. That means somebody's telling you not to do it. And now he's changing his words. And now she kind of knows he's being used as a puppet. And Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, is the puppeteer. He's controlling everything. So put these things together. You do your own judgment. I'm not going to lead you your own way. These are videos right from them. You can see it. Exactly who's controlling it. It's all politics.
I don't want to put words in Anthony's mouth, by the way, and I like him. Today I walk in, I hear I'm going to fire him. I'm not firing him. I think he's a wonderful guy.
You tweet something that said fire Fauci. Why did you
fire Fauci?
I retweeted somebody. I don't know. They said fire. Doesn't matter.
Did you notice that when you retweeted it?
Yeah, I noticed everything.
So you retweeted it even though it said time to fire
No,
Fauci?
no, that's somebody's opinion. All that is an opinion.
Read it and you elevated
No,
it.
I was called about that. I said, I'm not firing. In fact, if you ask your friends in the office, in the public relations office, I was immediately called upon that. And I said, no, I like him. I think he's terrific. Because this was a person's view. Not everybody's happy with Anthony. Not everybody's happy with everybody. But I will tell you, we have, I don't want to put...
Okay, in the last video, Donald Trump is like, okay, you know what? Dr. Fauci, I like him a lot. He's a great guy. Kind of trying to cool things down because he knows he can be seen as the puppeteer. He's the one who controls everything in the United States, including Dr. Fauci. So, I don't know, you guys, you tell me your opinion. What do you think? If you like, and by the way, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'm always trying to give you guys more great news. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.